Hi, I'm Lydia.
And I'm Ian.
We're the Noises, and we are going to give you a very informal video tour of the Knob House, which is behind us. It's the historic Appalachian homestead that we are caretakers of right now.
Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll go in the front door.
So this here is the main living space. It's where we spend most of our time. It's a bit of a drab color, as you can see. The walls are pretty crazy. So one of our goals is to get it all painted soon, but for now, it works. I'd say the focal point of the room is this beloved wood stove. I love that it is clear in the front, it brings a cheering glow, and it is the central heating source for the house. And so without it, we would be a lot colder than we already are. We burn huge amounts of wood. It doesn't seem to get us very far a lot of the time, but we're very grateful to have it. Another highlight in this room, we found this handmade woven rug up in the attic. It was made by a previous inhabitant. We brought it down here. We think it kind of highlights the room, makes it a little warmer. And it's really cool to have those artistic, homey touches throughout the property. That's what we really love about it. All the craftsmanship and the personal involvement that every resident has had in it. So, just to go on about our heating issues a little bit, when we're sitting on this couch and the fire's going and it's hot, we can put our hand behind the couch and we can feel like a cold wind coming at us.
It feels like the AC's on behind you and that the heat's on in front of you. So it's a dual experience.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of heat in these walls. You can see they're stone on the outside, but they're very old. They haven't been repaired in a long time. There's a lot of cracks. So we go through a lot of wood. It's very inefficient as the house is now. We'd love to get it more insulated. Another example of that is this is a hole in the wall that leads to the other rooms, like a window within the house. And we've tried our best to insulate it. We're covering it. We have foam, but we still lose a lot of heat that escapes from that. So what we do in the winter is we shut these doors. We just live in this space mainly, this whole room, in the kitchen a little bit, but mostly here. And when it's bedtime, we run to our bedroom and the house is freezing and your feet get cold. So it's not very livable, but it works for us. And thankfully for us, it's been a very mild winter. So it hasn't been too bad.
Also in this room, we have a magazine, the National Geographic issue from June 1976. And we just want to show some highlights from an article in there called Turnaround Time in West Virginia, which is a little ironic given the economic depression the state's currently experiencing. But in this article, there is a picture taken inside of our house. The caption reads, "For the preservation of the mountains, for the perpetuation of their culture, John Fanning, below, Greg Carantine, and John's twin Michael edit the Mountain Call magazine in the Fanning's Ridgetop home in Mingo County." The Mountain Call used to be published and circulated from our current house. And if you turn, we can read a little bit about getting to our house. As the author of this article says, getting to the Knob, the Fanning's home, is a bumpy experience. Turning off Route 52 at the little town of Grey Eagle, I started up a hardtop road that John later told me had 1,103 potholes in a 7-mile stretch. So that is our beloved driveway. Definitely improved since then, but I'd maybe say 503 potholes at this point.
Yeah, still in bad shape, still isolated, and so this house was the hub of where the magazine, The Mountain Call, was written and circulated from, and so we think it's really a beautiful historical part of this region and should be preserved in any way it can be. That's really cool.